Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to Bright Ideas Sports. It's been a minute, but hey, we back. We get it
We
in when we
back.
can.
Right.
Plus, we got day jobs. That's why we get it in when we can. We got day
We back.
jobs. Yeah, but we back, though. But that gives us enough time to build up to talk about some stuff. Maybe y'all can come call in. I forgot our phone number. It's somewhere on the page, but I mean, hey, who knows? If it ring, it ring. If it don't, it don't. We'll work on that as time goes. What's up, man?
Man, nothing, man. Cold outside, trying to stay a little warm in April.
I see you
You
in the
know?
basement, the Dungeon Family studio right now.
Yeah, man, down there trying to work it out, brother. We got to get this show rolling, get some good information out here. A lot of stuff going on, man.
Yeah,
It's
like
crazy
a
right
lot of
now.
stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on. Like this stuff right here. Like what the hell, man? I'm dying.
Man, I'm sleeping longer, man. I'm waking up dizzy. I'm like, you go outside, man, you get a headache.
Yeah,
Ah,
this is what I don't understand. Like we from Alabama. Was
right.
it like this when we was kids? I don't think it was this yellow.
It wasn't this
I
yellow,
think
man. It,
Georgia got more pine trees or something, bro. I don't know what it is.
I don't know, man. This is it's crazy. You open your door and it's like a cloud of yellow dust
I know.
on your
Did
door.
you see that right before it rained? Like I live on a slight little hill, so I come off of Bankhead and was looking back toward the city. Man, it was like, yep, bro, just yellow. It was like, man, this is crazy,
Yeah, man.
man. This is crazy.
First 15 minutes of rain, the water off the roof of the house is just yellow, just dirty yellow.
Yeah, but I got the best combination, though. I got the best combination. You 2 puffs of Flonase and whatever allergy medicine you want. Zyrtex, Claritin, or what's the other one? Allegra. I'm telling you, it's magic. But the only thing is you can't taste your food and you can't smell. But your nose not running because you know me, I'll grab whatever. I'm not even looking for soft tissue. I'm whatever. So after a while, I got that raw nose, raw booty nose, raw booty nose. So yeah, man. So good stuff. While we've been waiting to get shows in, like the college basketball has just been keeping on, keeping on. The ladies' Final Four is getting ready to come on, and the men's Final Four. Ladies' Final Four just got finished, but it definitely had a crazy ending. And the ending I'm talking about, I think you guys know if you watched the game. The last play with the Huskies and UConn and Baylor. How'd you feel about that no call?
Man, that was a tough one, man. I was a referee for a few years, and one of the rules is at the end of the game, you don't want your whistle to decide the game outcome. So you kind of just look extra hard and make sure that basically they say unless you know for sure that that's a foul, you don't want to blow that whistle. And I don't really see how. I don't see how the referees couldn't have made this call. I mean, look at the arms are over or reaching out. Both of the arms are reaching into the player's zone of going up vertical. That's a foul without a problem, man. But overall, this was a great game. I felt like this probably felt like a championship game. They played very, very well. I hate that it came down to this, but truly, and I'm sorry, you can say what you want to, but a foul is a foul. And in college, I truly believe that the referees want to call it the way that it is. In NBA, but college, they should have got that call, man.
But they can't challenge in college?
Nah,
Oh
not
my
foul.
God! I mean, look at this. I mean, that's the Jordan rule, like to a T.
Yeah,
I mean, she's on the elbow. I mean, she's not going straight up, so she's not going vertical. She's changing
yeah,
her angle.
yeah.
I mean, my thing is, why was these two on the same side of the bracket? I didn't grab that. I mean, that's just the luck of the
So
draw.
So what I was reading was Baylor had a COVID-19 stoppage, man. They missed a few games.
So the same thing happened to the boys' team as it did the women's team.
Right, but what they were saying was that because they didn't play as many games, it seemed like the selection committee punished them for not playing as many games, and they put them over in the bracket as a number 2 at UConn.
Yeah.
And I think it really was a travesty because after a game like that, it's going to be hard to match that with a Final Four matchup. Who they're playing? Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
Arizona's probably not going to be up to the same caliber of player as Baylor was. So, now UConn, pretty much will have a cakewalk to the championship to play either South Carolina or Stanford.
Yeah, I kind of, because when you think of women's college basketball, of course you think of, Pat when she Summit back. But, of course, took the torch after she's, retired and passed away, rest her soul. But Baylor's been right there. Baylor hired Kim Mulkey. I think she came from maybe La Tech. And she's made the Final Four every year she's been there. I think that not Final Four, the tournament. Every year she's been there, so she turned them around. So she definitely got some clout. And I would think a coach that's right there in the same echelon with Ariama. I thought she might have got that call, but that was a tough call. It's a tough way to end the season, especially it's already COVID and you're going through all this other stuff and. Start playing, stop playing. Oh, you can play. Maybe you can't play. The ups and downs. I know it's just sports, but these people, these young ladies live and die this just like everybody else.
But Kev, in that situation, as a referee, man, you have to have the confidence enough in your skills to be able to call a foul when you see it and make that call with confidence.
So you think this was more of the accepted rule? The referee don't win the game. The referee can't interfere with the game at the end.
No doubt about it. That's exactly what this was. This was allow the game to be played on the court. Don't let the referees influence. And, and that was something that I always thought about when I refereed at the end when it was close. Like, hey, let's let them play it out. But, if you hear skin slapping, you hear somebody, get slapped hard or hit hard, you got to make that call, man. It's just the right thing to do. That's what basketball is. If you see a foul, you call it. And, this kind of goes along with the guy from hockey who got fired, basically, was trying to say he was going to do a makeup call. And, true enough, that does happen in refereeing that, you make
that's why you get on the ref. I don't mind makeup calls. But missed obvious blown calls with such huge proportions, that's a tough one. So, I don't think she maybe had 2 seniors on her team, but still, to end your season like that and be so close. And, so she hit the shots with 0.3 left or 0.2 or something like that. So that's pretty much a wrap for them. But turning over to the girls' game, you got 2 sisters going to be playing against each other. Dawn Staley and how do you say her name? Ada? I can't think of her name right now. Stanford's coach.
I think it's Ada.
I think it's Ada, something like that.
No. That's Arizona's coach.
Arizona's coach. My bad, mixing it up. How you like this Stanford? You think this is South Carolina's drum roll to get a title?
Man, South Carolina's been interesting this year. They've gotten better as the season has gone on. They do have they don't have the same amount of top caliber players, but they do have some top players. But Stanford is tough, man. That's a tough team. They have all the inside, the outside game, the ball handling, the defense. They're a pretty well put together team. They kind of remind me of Gonzaga on the men's side. So, in this one, South Carolina, I like Dawn Staley and her toughness, but Stanford looks like they're head and shoulders above the rest.
So they definitely got the tree that's on that S on their logo. They got the trees in the post.
Yes, sir.
But it's not like Dawn don't know how to get around them. Remember back in the day when Dawn Staley and the girls' dream team took on Martin and Cole and and they faked the injury.
Yeah,
that was good stuff. That was good stuff.
But the thing I see about these girls' games is that it's hard to hide the talent difference. Mm-hmm. And if a team got more talent than the other one, it clearly comes out.
Oh yeah, the score quick.
But
70 to 36.
Right.
80
but if
to
it's
36.
You'll see a good game. So I think that these will be good games, but I think Stanford and UConn are the two teams that'll be in the championship.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's good. It's gonna be a nice run. I'm glad the ladies, and I'm really glad that the young lady from Oregon that filmed the weight room. That was pretty
Man,
disheartening there, bro. That's like
man,
that was like the gym at a Residence Inn.
right.
You know, like the type of hotels we used to stay in when we went out of town
Right,
when we was in college. Like
right,
what the heck? Like who signed off on that? Who
right.
signed off?
I
I want to
mean,
know.
you'd have did better just not having a weight room at all.
Bro,
Just
like
so we
tell them to
couldn't
use the weight
the
room at the
hotel weight
hotel.
room.
Like, I mean, it's probably better
Right,
than what they had, bro. I mean, that was terrible. So, I mean, maybe they think they didn't lift weights, but I mean, these ladies are sheesh, man. I wouldn't play basketball against them. They'll tear my knee trying to keep up with them. So,
man. I tell people all the way, man. It's follow the money, man. The women's game doesn't make half as much money as the men's game, and that's where they spend most of their attention. It's not really about being fair. It's about who's gonna make me the money.
yeah.
Look at football. I mean, for instance, Alabama, Nick Saban can't do no wrong, but
Oh
I bet
no.
the gymnastics coach is probably on the hot seat if they don't win, and
Yeah.
it's different teams.
Exactly.
So,
And she probably got way more titles than Nick. You know what I mean?
right,
So. But
right,
the stuff around there in Tuscaloosa does look nice, though. I mean, as a kid to now, I'm like, man, that was not there when I was a kid. Like,
right,
it's a practice facility or a field all over the place now.
right,
It's
right,
definitely that.
right.
Moving on to the Final Four. It's here, folks. It's here. How's your bracket? My bracket's terrible. Marcus, I think you passed me on the bracket. We was at the bottom
I'm holding.
fighting for the lowest on the low end.
Look, I'm holding on, man.
You got
Michigan lose.
Gonzaga. That's the one thing. Gonzaga gets you champion gets you like what 50 points or something like that.
Yeah, that's gonna
Yeah,
be
that's
my.
how that's how I won one year. I had Maryland when Juan Dixon them won it. How you like the game so far, man? It's been pretty
Man,
good to me.
yeah, it's been real good, man. It's playing out somewhat like I thought, and then on the other hand, it's big surprises.
Oh yeah,
UCLA, you couldn't tell me that they were gonna make it to where
yeah.
they are, man. But it truly
Johnny
shows that
Juzang.
you get a star who's shooting the rock, and he gets on fire, he can carry you.
Yeah,
And that's exactly what happened with UCLA. I'm not shocked about Houston and Baylor. I think they two tough teams.
they got
Um,
some dog in them. Them two got some
yeah,
dog.
it's going to be a grind them out game, but I still don't think that Houston got enough firepower to keep up with Baylor. I think Baylor got too many
See,
shooters.
Baylor. The reason I like Baylor in this game is because if Baylor doesn't get the offense going, they defenses, they can keep playing defense until the offense come.
Well, I like them because they rebound, and
Yeah,
Houston killed you on the rebound. That's their forte is some second chance shots.
that's a
So
Calvin.
I
That's a
think,
Calvin and a Calvin Sampson, the coach. I think
yep,
that's it. Yeah. That's a Calvin Sampson team. Remember them Oklahoma teams he had? But
yep,
yeah. So that's definitely. But UCLA, the surprise of all of them, they caught Bama on the right day, boy. Good night. Why we couldn't have them shots falling when we played Maryland? Like man,
man.
it was
Man,
terrible,
I
bro.
tell you, just hey, if you get one person that's on and the other team's not, he could carry you, and that's what he did.
Cronin's got Cronin from Cincinnati, but now at UCLA. Cronin, I think that's
Yeah,
it right.
Cronin
Yeah, Cronin. I mean, he's a good coach. I mean, because they don't have the depth. So
at
they're
all.
saying like they got to sub fast and they got to play slow. Like and they let Bama just try to run, but it didn't work. And that little point guard, he's a pretty crafty little guy. I don't know if he plays on the next level, but he definitely caused some problems for Alabama a couple of plays. And then Herb Jones getting into foul trouble. That was a killer right there. Herb was he could tell his little confidence might have been shot a little bit, but. Bama,
Well,
man, what they got to do, they got to work on their handling of the ball because they get too many turnovers. So,
the tidal wave is what UCLA has avoided, and what I mean by that is them 10-0 runs and
that's coming.
12-0 runs
That
by
pro
them other
team up
teams.
there in Gonzaga is coming. They passed
That's
the ball.
exactly.
They passed the ball like Bob Cousy at point, John Stockton at shooting guard. Like, I mean,
Kev, they the
vicious.
only team that'll go on a 7-0 run. You call timeout, then you come back out, and they'll go on a 10-0 run on you
Yeah,
before you even get another point. I mean, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, I like Timmy. Timmy with the mustache and the beard. He's a smart player. He knows. Every tournament they got one big man that don't look the most athletic. He's just definitely he's a fan favorite. You see every time he dunk, he do this and he put his hands
Yes,
up.
sir.
Why he don't get a tech for that?
I know, man.
Everybody loves a wiry Great Northwest mustache.
Man.
I think Morrison had one too, didn't he?
Yeah, he had one too.
I think that's when you the team soul leader on the team. You get to decide the hairstyles. But I think that's gonna be good. I like Suggs and the other point guard, and then of course Crispy can shoot that thing when you leave him open.
Yeah,
I think this gonna be UCLA's finally running to the team that's too deep for them because Gonzaga and Mark Few it's been a good run. But I'm glad that storied program is now, back on the map because, we need the UCLAs and the North Carolinas, the Dukes, the perennial all-stars. It's good to see Georgetown in there, also with Patrick Ewing, just to get the excitement up for basketball because it gets watered down with because pretty much all we do is watch to see who going to the league. We don't keep up with it. We just watch because it's the thing to do to see who's going to be playing on, Tuesday night, Thursday night, Sunday afternoon. You know what I mean?
But the first four, UCLA came out of the first four.
First time. I think that's the first time.
It's really giving me a chance to think about paying more attention to that now because I usually just say, "Oh, you just playing to get whooped in the first round," and UCLA
they was ready. I think I think they got that ranking for the same thing like the Baylor girls. They had some COVID moments. Yeah. So, but I mean, next year when I choose my bracket, though, I'm gonna go. I tried to go like with your rationale. Who had the most seniors? Who had the most 4-year players? It helped me on some games, like because Oral Roberts, I would have never chose Oral Roberts. But hey, a good quality team that's been together. It's just like when you play intramurals in college. Y'all play together long enough, y'all. You ain't worried about the little freshman team that can jump out the gym and catch an alley-oop and stuff like that. So it's definitely. So staying with basketball, we just got past the trade deadline here. It was last Wednesday, midnight, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So some trades happened. We got some names on here. It's not all of them, but some of the more prominent ones. Were you shocked? What was you shocked to see? To me, my biggest shock was Orlando blowing it up because I thought the players they had, they look like they were ready to play, and also Jonathan Isaac still hadn't come back yet. I was amazed for them to have a fire sale. I knew Gordon wanted out, but I didn't think that they were going to go that route. I thought Toronto was going to do what Orlando did.
Yeah, I did too. Mm-hmm. I thought Toronto would blow it up. You know what? It's almost like this free agency period was just basically moving pieces from one place to the other, but you really didn't see anybody that just changed dramatically where you like, oh man, now they ready. Maybe you could say that with Denver.
That's what I was about to say. I like Denver. I like Denver's move.
They did the best, if you ask me, free agency. I think they did the best. I think other teams, it just was we were able to pick up this piece and pick up that piece. But other than that, I don't see anybody really improving that much.
The Denver move, I like it now because Jokic really can focus on offense now. Because JaVale McGee been in the league long enough. He knows his role. At power forward, Paul Millsap going to give you some nights, but then some nights it's going to be J. Michael and Aaron Gordon. They got Redick on here. I put him on there because he got a little story there to tell. He thought he was going to go back home up towards New Jersey. But and of course the Clippers getting Rondo. I don't know how much that's going to help them. I think it's a personality issue or something out there with the Clippers. I think we see Paul George and Kawhi as like leaders and stars, but I don't think they're truly like vocal leaders on their team. They just lead by how they play.
No, I think that the organization holds Kawhi and Paul George at a higher regard than what their teammates do. Mm-hmm. And I think that when you start getting those superstar privileges, your teammates start looking at you and saying like, man, you don't deserve that, man. You ain't even did nothing. Yeah. And that just draws dissension, and that's why you can't really be showing like all that favoritism unless you earn it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? There's certain cats in the NBA, they earn that. But
Mm-hmm.
Kawhi and Paul George, they ain't done nothing to earn that. And it doesn't seem like the Clipper players are buying into that type of philosophy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they got beat by Charlotte the other night.
Yeah.
That's the type of games I'm like, you can't have that letdown. I mean, because I like Portland. I mean, Portland, of course, they're guard centric. I mean, they got Nurkic back, so that's gonna help. But I like the pickup of Norman Powell, because sometimes
Yeah.
Portland need a bucket, and they have Dame clamp because they doubling him, and then CJ just too small. He can't get his own shot. Norman Powell gonna take it to the hole.
Right.
Like,
right.
Rodney Hood, maybe they thought that's what he was going to be. Trent, I think he just got caught up in the thing because he's young talent. I don't think they really wanted to get rid of him, but I'm sure they asked for him when they made the deal. Probably was like thrown in at the last minute. But, I mean, Portland, I mean, you can't knock them. I mean, they haven't won anything, but they play the cards that dealt, and they deal with it. And look where they at. They like in 5th place in the West, aren't they? 5th, I think.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, Dame Dollar doing his thing. He said he's not going to be part of these mega teams they building up in Brooklyn, apparently.
Yeah.
He said he can't do it.
It's going to take some talent to overcome some of these super teams. And Dame is talent and CJ's talent, but they need more than just them two.
They making the game, bro. It's making it so – it's like when you build your team on 2K when you by yourself, you're getting bored because you played the game so much. Like, I'm going to put this team together right here. Overall 99, everybody hitting the shot.
Well, how many dogs we got in the league? How many guys that like so transcending that wherever they go, they'll win? Somebody made a good point.
That's only that's only about 5 people.
So you need a super team to put together to even have an even chance at winning, because you don't have that one guy that'll take over the game in the 4th quarter. Like nobody has that anybody. I mean, it's crazy. If you just watch the league, you're like, man, 4th quarter come, it just look like teams don't even know what they're gonna do. Where in the past, you already know who's finna get the ball. You already know what you're about to do. So it's that indecisiveness, and I think that costs the Hawks a lot too. Is that in the 4th quarter, they want to rely on Trae Young so bad, but Trae Young ain't trying to go get it every night like that. You know?
Yeah, he it definitely you're right about that. I just don't like the way it just looks. It just, I don't know, it just bothers me, I guess. Who knows? I mean, who am I? I wish it was. That's just too much, bro. I guess it's not. You know what? I'm not gonna complain, because we come from an era where, I mean, yeah, Kareem didn't start out at Los Angeles, or who else we could think of? Celtics probably weren't put together organically. Golden State was put together fairly organically. I mean, the super team's been here. I mean,
yeah,
it is what it is. I mean, and that's what I kind of get into. I saw people, the old heads, us, going at it to the young kids, and they're so emotional. I don't know if you saw Kevin Durant get into it, Michael Rappaport. He all in his text messages talking about, use a beep this and beep that, and when I see you outside, like, who you gonna fight, Kevin Durant? Like, come on, man. Like,
internet is a gift and a curse, man.
Bro, who are you telling? I say it all the time. I'm like, man, what are y'all talking about? What are y'all? And then he's so hot. He's just like, man, why do you always fall for it? Like, that's why I be want to ask him. Why do you always fall for it? Like,
that's how they live their life, man. That's how most of them
are living.
AAU.
That's because they've been getting that yes. The AAU,
that's right.
Man. I mean, I played AAU too, and I'm not, but my AAU went like that. Everybody did the same thing. It wasn't no, hey, we finna showcase such and such because he's about to go to college. We need to get him a scholarship. It wasn't none of that. Like, now they make the team. I mean, what's his name that's going to Michigan State? Young guy, Amani Banks. Yeah. His dad made a school, which I think maybe it was because the schools were bad. So mom was like, we need to get an education. So I see that part. But, he played on a court that said Imani Banks Court. How you think a young kid feel when other team coming in like, yeah. He dunk on you. He just walked past it. It's my court. I run. I mean, that's a dope move. That's a dope like picture. Something he got like a little cameraman on the side following him. He come to the thing. This my house.
Well,
Definitely
I just
crazy.
miss the day, man, of guys coming out and looking like they dominate. The kid from UCLA, he got some dog in him,
Which one,
but
number 4 or Jujang?
Jujang.
Shit, I was impressed with the Spanish guy. He was
Yeah,
killing Alabama. Step
yeah,
backs, he was in the zone. But like I
yeah.
say, they better hope this ragtag play work because that well-oiled machine that Mark Few got up there, man, it's with
It's
John
not enough.
Stockton whispering in their ear on the side, like, hey, man, that's a John Stockton team. That way they passing that ball. That's what I was saying. I was like, man, this got to be John Stockton teaching them how to pass on the break. Because they'll be going, and then all of a sudden they do that classic, run and shoot, how you got that ball to me? And then, hey, there
Yep.
it is. Power rankings, Marcus. What you think about these power rankings? So, top 10, you got the Utah Jazz, the Nets, Suns, 76ers, and as you see the other ones. Utah is hot. And I
Yeah.
say Utah this time, for some odd reason why I feel like they're fairly special, is because this is the most role-centric team in the league. Like, when you just said, like, at the end of the game, they don't know what's going on, not Utah. Everybody know. Rudy Gobert know not to look for the ball for a shot. Rebound,
Right.
block the shot. If you get to the goal, we lobbing it. Conley, don't lose your dribble. Donovan,
Right.
you know what you're gonna do. Shoot the ball, do something crazy.
Right.
But Ingles, Royce O'Neal, bro, they went on that. They had that little losing streak after that one. 9 in a row?
Mm-hmm.
They won 7 games straight since the break. 7
Yeah.
games straight. Like that.
Yeah.
I think this team is special. Now, can they keep up with Brooklyn? I guess they play fairly good defense. They got a dog down low. But yeah, it's definitely this Utah team might be pretty special. I like them. I like them. They don't get on TV enough because they're not exciting, and the city's not exciting. It's a boring. I mean, it's a nice town to go skiing and see the mountains and stuff, but they just don't have that that flavor.
I think it's going to take a lot to beat Utah, man. They motivated. I think the feelings got hurt after.
And they almost died yesterday.
Exactly. And that's what I thought they say. And they almost died on the plane, man.
Man, they spooked Donovan,
I
bro.
think
They spooked him.
they on a mission. And these other teams hadn't started their mission yet. But I think Utah been on a year-long mission. So I think they're going to be the number 1 seed in the West. And I think that's going to set them up for a lot of success in the playoffs for sure.
Yeah.
Man, I was thinking today, we keep comparing the Nets, saying, can Utah beat the Nets? Can the Lakers beat the Nets? Man, the Nets got to get through the 76ers. And who else I was thinking about over in the East? Oh, and Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, they got to get through both of them before they talk about the West. So I like the 76ers, man. They showed me a lot of heart when Embiid going out and they still balling.
Yeah.
And that showed me a change in mentality. And that's the same kind of change.
They held on pretty well because I think he's coming back this weekend.
Right.
But he
that's
definitely held on. They lost to
mentality.
who they were supposed to lose to. How about that?
Exactly.
They don't
That's
have
the
an answer
mentality.
for Jokic, so they tore a hole in him quick. And that was at the end of like a 5-game road trip. So, they got
But
him
that's
at the
why
right
you
time.
look at the mentality of the Clippers. And that's what's wrong with them. It's just that if one of them go out, it's like, oh, I guess we're not going to win tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And they just lay down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really like Phoenix. Chris Paul and Booker is a tough combination, man.
Booker's shooting like 49% from the floor. Mikal Bridges is shooting 50% from the floor. That's crazy.
They're a scary team, man. They really are.
They're young and hungry, and they got a coach who got coach of the month, too. He got coach of the month this week. Monty was the West coach, and, of course, what's his name was from the Hawks, got the right here. Got the
Nate.
Yeah, Nate got it. A bittersweet. The Hawks did well, but when they got up with them teams that okay, is this really what's up? We kind of regress back to what the world thinks of us as a team. But hey, they listened to him. I mean, he came in with the status, so that's pretty good. But talking about the bottom, Portland's kind of in that realm. I just think it's too much firepower up there at the top for them to make that final push to get there. But it's the NBA. You shot off, your shots off. Bucks are surging. I don't know if you saw the game last night. They played against the Lakers. I think Lakers
Mhm.
in just hold on mode. Just hold on, just hold on. No rush. We gonna give all our effort because the regular season is not really looked upon as it used to back in the day. I mean, they just say, hey, let's get in there and we'll figure it out while we're in there. But the Bucks are playing. I don't know if you saw last night. They had all three brothers on the court last
Yeah, I
night.
saw that.
I
I
said,
saw
man,
that.
I was thinking. I was like, does Mama say like on the first, like, okay, Giannis, you send me yours. Thanos on the second, I need yours there, and baby boy, I need yours on the third. So she get 3 days of checks like back to back to back.
Ain't no telling how her bank account looking like.
Oh, it looked like the holidays, parents.
True.
It looked
True.
like the holiday. I'm trying to just get one in the league. They got three. Like,
Three, man.
man, that's
That's
definitely
awesome.
beautiful. But this stretch
Especially where
run,
y'all come from, I think that's pretty cool that all three of them successful making money,
yeah.
man. 'Cause
Giannis didn't go to school though, did he?
no, he
He
didn't.
came. His brother went to Dayton. Like I
Uh-huh.
saw that last night. That brother can shoot a little bit. Number 23, the one that
Yeah,
plays with Giannis. And then
yeah,
the little brother, he was just out there. They was just looked like they was telling him like, man, get out of here, bro.
yeah. You ain't done nothing.
But all you got to do is do this.
That's it. That's it. That's it. You
Talk to
gonna
the
have one of
ring.
these.
You ain't got one of you might got all the money, but you ain't got one of these. So that's cool. So this the stretch run for the NBA. That's the fun part when defense gets played and teams got something to play for. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Baseball's cooking, Marcus, but we're not ready to move on into that yet until we get some more data. But the NFL is getting ready to have a draft, and this is today's mock draft for the top 10 from NFL.com. And looking at this list, I like what the Falcons are doing. Mac Jones is surprised a lot. Do you think that's fool's gold? And we Alabama fans. Now, we're not Alabama fans in this aspect. We've been to the reality fans. With Kyle
Man,
Shanahan, a young quarterback that's
I
bound
really,
to
I
listen.
really I really think system plays a big part in the
Yeah.
quarterback success in the NFL. There hadn't been a quarterback that came in and just because of their old physical attributes have been able to dominate the league. It's been because they were in the right system. Seemed like Kyle Shanahan and the Shanahan family just this is the offense they run and they want a quarterback in there that number one understands the offense because that's the biggest part and then number two, they want somebody that's going to make those quick decisions. The year Matt Ryan was the MVP, it was a whole bunch of 5 yard slants and 10 and outs and tight end button hooks. And he was just walking down the field on you. And he was MVP that year. I think San Francisco think that they have a team that if they can get a quarterback that can just do what he's supposed to do, that they'll be good. And I think Matt Jones fits that mold. I
Oh
think
yeah,
he fits that system.
yeah.
That's what
What do you think about the Jets taking Zach Wilson up there in number 2? Is it time to get past Darnold? Or
look,
Darnold hadn't
man.
had the setup for success, to be honest.
But man, they put up a stat, and over the past 10 years, I think maybe like 7 of the top first round quarterback draft picks even have played out or even playing in the league right now. I think the Jets just searching. They keep rolling the dice until they hit somewhere. Like you said, I think Darnold didn't get a fair shot because he never had the setup to be successful. But the Jets is just that it's like that undisciplined gambler. It's like I can win if I just get him, so I'm gonna try him instead of
Mm-hmm.
just developing and trying to get it together. So
Yeah, give
them
him some
taking Zach
protection, some
Wilson,
time, give him some plays. I mean, because his arm is strong. I mean, look at the plays he does make when he, is not on his butt or running for his life. Um,
I
Falcons.
think Carolina gonna end up getting him. Carolina or the Washington football team gonna end up getting Darnold.
Well, I thought Washington just signed
Fitzpatrick.
Fitzmagic, but he's a backup. But he's a great backup. Yeah, because I saw that the Panthers they're trying to get Lance from North Dakota. It looks like they're in the quarterback. I thought that was the team that was going to try to make a move up, to get a quarterback, because Teddy is not the answer. Is what I think he's not. Falcons look like they got a a head honcho down up there in the office saying we getting the best available. Because this is
Hey,
definitely a best available pick, right?
yeah, I mean,
This might
this
be the
dude,
next Kelsey, though. Think about it. He said he
yeah,
wants to be the greatest tight end ever. It's hard talk. It's hard. It's a lot of talk. Antonio Gates and
he,
them boys did some work. But this
he
boy
has
is
the,
yeah, boy.
he has some physical attributes that I don't see a linebacker in the league being able to cover this young man.
And look, in the NFL, you know, he said, how many points can I score? Is this really more hold and don't break? It's all about
Right.
offense. So
And
I don't know
and
how
it
they're going to
makes
use him.
sense. I mean, Julio might be, 1 or 2 years away from hanging it up with all these injuries. So
Yeah.
you're gonna need somebody. And I think if you're gonna ride with Matt Ryan, get him another tool, man. I mean,
Yeah.
let's see what they do.
I think I think the fans are gonna like this just because that's just how it's supposed to be. Like you got to check the best available. Like you can't.
Falcons, here's your sneak move for the draft. Take Pitts in the first round, and then in the second round, come back around and get Kyle Trask from Florida as quarterback and bring him in and put him on the Matt Ryan. There's your sneak move. Here's what people tend to forget. Because Bama dominated the second half of the season, Kyle Trask was on track to win the Heisman. And if you look at his numbers, the dude did really, really well. And he really improved from the year before to this year.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody talking about him. You won't have to spend a first round on him. You can get him quick in that second round. And I think he'd just be just as good enough as a quarterback as Matt Ryan is if he gets the right
Hold on, let me call Terry. Terry, are you watching? We need you to make sure you listening to us because we got some sneak moves for you. We got some sneak moves. We got some sneak moves, Terry. We got some sneak moves for you.
Because nobody's talking about it. Nobody.
Yeah, that. I didn't even think about that, Marcus. That's nice. I mean,
that's a slick move there, right?
I think everybody should follow whatever Kansas City did. Like, truly let your man sit on the bench, learn the game, and then when he come out there, it's not going to be a garbage product. It's going to be, something really, really, really worth the time of the fans' money. So it's pretty good. These other guys, Sewell, Cincinnati, trying to shore up the line so Burrows can stay on his feet, so he won't be running for his life. Jamar Chase going down with Tua. That's good. I mean, you got to take Chase. He's the best wide receiver in the second best behind Pitts. But I think Chase was better than Jefferson when he was at LSU. But he either got hurt. Did he get hurt or he set out for COVID? I can't remember.
No, he came back and then COVID hit and he was like, I'm sitting out.
That's it. Unfortunately, Dustin Fields, you're falling down there to them teams that you really don't want to go to. And, man, like I said, I guess he had in his mind he's going to get a house back up in Alpharetta, up to Kennesaw somewhere and be back home, but that ain't happening. Broncos looking at Patrick Surtain Jr. and Cowboy. That's a good move. I think that's a good move. He got better in coverage as the year went on, but he still gambles a little bit to me. But hopefully, that's trial by fire because when you get these D-backs that come into the league, they definitely get burnt. But the next year, it's like they remembered everything that got them burnt last year, and they just you're like, man, it's like a whole different person. So so that's what I'm excited about. And then Cowboys getting Slater. Is this Slater, Rashawn Slater? Is he Jackie Slater kid?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, so they're just trying to show up the line because Dak gonna need all the help he can get to stay on his feet. Stay on his feet. Keeping with the NFL, this story here, man, it's getting wilder and wilder, bro. I hate to even have to talk about it, but man,
bruh. So, Kev,
I'll let you go first.
This is the part that took it to the next level. So he had 18 other massage therapists that came out and said that he was on the up and up and he was a good client and all that. Deshaun Watson must have a problem because if you done went through that many massage therapists, man, you must have a fantasy or something that you're trying to live out.
Come on,
with your massage therapist. Bro.
I don't wish the brother no harm. I wish he probably would. That's why I'm gonna open a company up. It's gonna be we're gonna have tasers. We're a personal conduct company. So we go to the club with you. When I see something happening, we hit you with a taser. Boop, then take you home. You're gonna wake up at your house. Be like, wait a minute, what happened? Hey, the inappropriate conduct button was wrong. I had to come over there, I had to zap you and your friends. We put y'all to sleep, carried y'all out. Like, I don't understand, bro. Like, say you was single and you was out here in you a professional athlete. Like, I mean, think about your mind. How you think? Are you gonna be like sneaking people?
But see, Kev, you going back to basketball, these young men don't have that same dog in them as the older generation. They live their life through social media. They meet people through social media. They're like, I DM somebody, and that's how I get to
That's my friend.
say I like them and
That's
all
my
that
friend.
good stuff.
That's my
Yeah,
friend.
so it's crazy, man, and that's why I'm like, this is really getting into the psyche of how social media in this generation, Deshaun Watson's generation, how much of an influence it is and how they use it for different things. Because I mean, it just seems like he went on a massage spree. He like put in massage therapists and just went down the line and just contacted as many as he could. And I don't know what made him decide this one was going to be when I'm going to try and this one is when I'm not going to try. But
Hey,
I was like, 18 women come out and say that, he's on the up and up. I gave him a massage. Everything was cool. I'm like, how many massage therapists you got, bro?
Bro, listen, I was sitting there thinking, I was like, how you just said, he's like, man, how many you got? Like, that's too many. Is he standing at the window looking like, oh no, I'm gonna cancel. Because when my kids was using the Uber to get from home before they had a car in school, I see the thing pop up. It'll be like 3 Ubers, and then it'll finally be an Uber. So one day I said, hey, man, you get charged, like, I don't know how much money you get charged to cancel, and the person, like, right there by your dot, and then all of a sudden you cancel it. So I called I think I was talking to Gigi, and I was like, Gigi, I said, I saw, did you go 3 places today, or she said, oh, no, I didn't like the car that pulled up. What? What? I said, when you cancel last minute like that, you let them get right there by you, and they charge you like a portion of the call. Like, you're not getting this. Oh, I didn't know. That person had a car. I just didn't like it. I got to have certain cars I like to. I guess that's Deshaun, bro. He was looking from the condo with some binoculars. Oh no, let me cancel that one. Oh yeah, let me get that one. Man, this is horrible, bro.
At first, man, I was like, I really thought that the Texans was trying to smear the dude and put all this information out here so that nobody will even want to trade for him. But what's interesting and what makes me think is more to the story is that teams are still interested in trading for Deshaun Watson. They still
he's a talent. He's a talent, but he going into the He going to the conduct protocol for a couple of weeks.
But that image has always been important for these NFL teams, and they tend to stay away from guys who are in trouble or causing issues and things like that. And this one don't seem like they going away, man. This one gonna unfold, but it just keeps getting deeper and deeper. We're on week 3 and dealing with this, and
that's like I'm saying, like, it's you pick up a creative loafing right now, and you can find a group that act out this scene that he would probably keep trying to make with these random people. Oh, this is a massage club. You can, a clothing optional.
Right. Right.
Oh man, Deshaun, bro, you got to get tighter, bro. I know he probably miserable because did he play at a public school in Georgia? He played at a Christian school.
I forget what school.
A lot of them kids up there in Gwinnett. I noticed when you Google them, they say they be from Gwinnett County in Atlanta. They always go to these little church schools.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wonder if he came from.
I think he played at Gainesville High. I think he's straight from public school.
Okay. So Deshaun, he definitely he played at.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That guy's his life and career in turmoil right now, man. I wish him well. I hope.
How many games he getting?
They predicting 6.
Oh, half a year. They'll go to another season down the drain.
But hey, who losing? Who's the loser in this? He get paid.
Oh yeah. Oh, he already got paid. He got paid up front.
Right. So who's really losing in this situation?
Yeah, I thought it was a little scandal with the.
But I'm still tripping though, Kev, in terms of all these cases being civil, man.
And all of them getting out. Like, it's so weird. Like it seemed like the team. I don't know. You know how they try to hide stuff, and it just seemed like it seems fishy. Seems
It
fishy.
does.
But I mean, hey, maybe they void his contract or something for contract conduct detrimental or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that is something they could do. You're right
Yeah, that's
about
what I
that.
was thinking. That's what I thought was happening. Was they gonna do something like that? But hey, Joshua, man, I just want you to get right, bro. Like, find you some wildcat you can live in. Y'all can act out all this stuff. Like, don't just do it. These random folks, they not with it. They not with it.
Yeah,
That
I'm
is
telling
assault.
you, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't
Do
don't
They
don't
do
don't
have some
leave
kind of,
your. That's what I'm saying. Don't leave your money or where you make money in somebody else's hands like that. That's what's so crazy to me. Like,
he has I'm telling you, he got some kind of weird fetish, man. I'm telling you. Some
yeah,
kind
he
of
wears some little.
some kind
He wears some pretty loud shirts on. I see him on Instagram pop up sometime. He always no socks, and he's a real fashionable guy. So he might think he's a Adonis. I know two Adonises. Then if he's an Adonis, I know Mark Johnson Adonis in New
of
Orleans, and
Hey,
hey,
I wonder what them DMs say. I wonder how he got them because he flew in a couple of them.
they knew. I
Hey,
mean,
man, hey,
it's some tricky
Kev,
stuff. It's some tricky
it's,
stuff.
it's
I mean,
tricky.
I'm not saying it's on his side and their side. It's some tricky stuff. He got a issue with doing the brush by, and then and they got some issues with that. Oh, it's Deshaun Watson. So
Right,
it's two things. Boy, you better have some clothes on.
my man, Kai, what's
Yeah.
happening?
He told me, so can I be on the show? Is it for guys? I said, yes, for guys. But yeah, moving on. Deshaun, get right, bro. Get right. So today,
Please.
I had one of the worst days. Coach Roy Williams has retired. Uh, it was time. It was time. 33 years in as a head coach, 48 in coaching and all. I mean, assistants and stuff like that. 3 Nat L's, 3 Final Fours with these guys. It's good. It's good. I'm gonna feel sorry for whoever has to play us now because we're about to come back with some young and vibrant talent. I don't know if we're gonna hire from within or what, but is it Andre? Is it Miller? Archie Miller? I think that's on the bench right now. One of them. I can't remember.
Cooper
But
Davis.
Coach
Man.
K, it's almost time for you to get on the wagon too, bro. So pay your respects. I always got this story I like to tell. I was in Vegas. I think I was ASAP. I was at a medical conference. Couldn't sleep. I said, I'm going down the dice table. So I'm at the dice table, rolling, rolling, rolling. I'm on the corner where I like to be, on the side where the pit man is. And this guy was next to me. I saw like a little ring, but I didn't pay attention to it. And he was an older gentleman. I was like, what are you doing up at 2 in the morning? So I was sitting there, and I asked the lady, can I get a drink? So when I turned around, because I was eye level with the person next to me, and I looked, and I was like, Coach Williams. He looked at me. He said, hey, how you doing? I was like, man, I love you. He's like, why do you love me right now? Because now everybody at this table is going to know who I am, and they're going to all start talking to me. And right when he said it, his eyes looked, people looked up. I thought that was you, Coach. Roy proceeds to tell the man, hey, you can cash me out. Y'all have a good night now. My bad, Coach. My bad, Coach Williams. I didn't know you was hiding in plain sight. You should have gave me like a little nudge, like, hey, you could whisper that. You could have said, hey,
Right.
don't say nothing.
Right.
Don't say nothing. But that was my story of meeting Roy Williams accidentally at a dice table. So,
Well, man, he was a true dog in Kansas, man. He had a whole bunch of good teams come through there. He made it to the Final Four a few times out there and maybe not won the championship, but he definitely deserved to be the Carolina coach, and he carried on the tradition for the Tar Heels. And
he
I don't
fought
know
it for
who's
a while, though. He fought it.
yeah, I really don't know who's going to replace him,
Yeah.
but he definitely left his mark. 900 wins is impressive. So
903. Don't leave off 3. Don't leave off 3.
well, I tip my hat to him for that 903
Hey
wins.
man, we
That's
about to go back to the Brad. What's his name? What was that coach name after right before after Guthrie?
Oh boy, bring him. Oh no,
Lord Jesus, we about to.
man, y'all about to go
See,
back
I'm
to the
Jordan
gut.
everything. Wherever Jordan went to high school, that's why people are like, why are you from North Carolina? You from Alabama? I like Bama basketball too. That's the first basketball I was introduced to. Buck Johnson and Terry Connor and Jim Farmer touched Mark
Right.
Godfrey. But
Right.
but yeah, when I found out about Michael Jordan, I was a Carolina Jeff Lebo, J.R. Reed. Ooh, woo, boy, them days was some good days. It was good days.
Man,
I hope everybody, since it's the beginning of the year, So I hope everybody's been working out. Me and Marcus, we're gonna start doing some CrossFit classes, and we was gonna show y'all one of the first workouts that everybody's gonna be doing. Don't know if you saw this workout, but hey, bro,
Hey,
that's
man.
yeah,
Kevin, this is purely amazing, man. I don't know how a guy that big has the ability to stabilize himself, make an exercise move with extra weight on him, and come back into the start position, man. Like he has no stability nowhere. There's a band his arms are
yeah.
on,
I would
his
say
feet on the
I don't care
ball.
how thick that band is. That thing is hard to hold in place. Like,
Right,
bro,
like that.
that's why I was like, man. He said that's why y'all be bouncing off me. Now we see your workouts are ridiculous, bro. Like,
Man.
like that's crazy, man. I mean, y'all go to the video and see
Oh,
it on his
no,
Instagram.
Kev, you remember the part where he was on the heat when he working out going up the hill, man.
Oh yeah,
Like,
oh yeah. He's an animal, bro.
I
And then
mean, you
he
think
probably
about
used to that heat because he from down there in Yulee, and I'm sure it's hot as hell down there. So
but when he play in the NFL, you'll see that he'll hit the hole and like make a pause, and then next thing you know, he's shooting out the cannon and like there you go
oh,
for
that's his
60 yards.
explosive move right there. That's where
That's
all
it,
this
man.
come from right here.
That's
All
right.
that come
That's
from
right.
this. He trying to he
Another 2,000 next year, bro. If he don't
oh
get
yeah.
hurt, another
And
2,000.
I think now running backs I mean, yes, he's a big dude and big running backs are not that's always been looked upon, frowned upon, too tall or whatever. But these cats don't want to tackle anyway, so they're not getting hit like running backs was getting hit back in the day. They trying to arm tackle. He runs straight through them. That's a
Yeah,
wrap. He running through that. And y'all just doing
like,
prolonging his career.
that's it. Because
You
he's not
probably
taking no big
yeah.
hits. He's
He
not taking them.
definitely gonna do the thing that Frank what's his name did? Frank Gore. I see Derrick Henry
Mm-hmm.
doing that. I mean, what's stopping him?
Mm-hmm.
He not getting hit hard.
Right,
He delivering
right.
the lick. So I mean, hey, it's
That
just
was
how
an
it goes.
amazing drill, man. He do that footwork and then shoot up the hill, man. I was like, what's wrong with this dude?
Felt all your muscles tearing. I know you felt them
Oh,
tearing through there. I heard you. I know they was
this
probably tearing.
this 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 push up, whatever the hell he doing here, man.
Man, this is
I
core, upper body, and lower. I mean, that's everything. Cause
that's
you got that
everything.
chain. That chain. Them links probably. I mean, that thing probably what 20
50,
pounds.
50 pounds at least.
Oh man, and he weighed 260.
Right,
And then he on the ball being a ballerina. I
right.
mean, come on, man. That's crazy.
Man,
That's
come
crazy.
on, man. This is no,
That's
you
crazy. That's
ain't
crazy.
nobody.
Shout out to
Man.
Derrick Henry and Derrick Henry's workout. Shout out to it.
One day,
So, yeah,
hey, I
man.
did 10 sit-ups behind it today.
That's what's up,
My
man.
whole stuff
I
locked
ain't
up,
work out
man.
today. I've been working out. Y'all see that? See them counters over there? Boy, that boy been working out. Boy, I've been
He on
working out.
steroids.
Yeah, I'm on bro. I took it off today. Y'all hit up Train and Burn Fitness in Atlanta. They got an app you can follow. It's really easy, 30 minutes. Curtis Starks, my class, 1 year above me, class of 94. So he guys this out. He got voted the #1 trainer in Birmingham for 40 and older people. So that's a pretty
Oh
good.
wow,
So that's pretty good. He's got all kinds of meal plans. But look him up. Train him on Instagram. Train and Burn with Curtis Starks. So my workout will be like 28 minutes. He give you all this eating stuff. Like it's like I don't even think anymore because that was my problem when I used to try to lose a little poundage. I don't know what to eat because you cheat when you don't have the food in the house. Like he just tell you what to have in the house. Like that's just have it. So I'm not telling you to make a meal. I'm gonna give you some ideas, but then you're gonna start saying like, "Oh, I don't like the way that tastes. I'm gonna mix that with this next time." So, and that's what tend to happen, like making part of one meal and putting it in another meal. But it's pretty good. He got intermittent fasting from 8 to 12. Like it's good, man. If y'all want to lose some weight, I'm down from 257. I weigh like 231 this morning, I think. So that ain't bad. That's good. I'm trying to get down a little lower so I can be slim, so Marcus can see me like he saw me at the. Then he said, "Man, what's the matter with you, man?
I don't ever want to see you like that again.
You ain't on that stuff, are you?"
Yes, sir. I had to ask him. People I had to ask him. I had to make sure my boy wasn't strung out, man. I was gonna get him some help.
I think I weighed like 185 pounds. Went from like 225 to 185. Well, I remember one time looking at my ankles. I was like, "Man, look at my clothes, bro. Like I'm looking slim up in here."
City Fest, that would be the same. Birmingham, what was it? What we were at?
Birmingham, something,
State?
no, see, not City Stages. It was not Jazz Fest. It was something else. It was something else, but it was Soul Fest,
Yeah,
something like that. But
something like that.
yeah, man. So, shout out! It's the weekend. Anything? It's Happy Easter, everyone.
Yeah, happy Easter,
Hope
man.
y'all spend some time with your family, with your kids. Take them, go get some eggs, and put them out in the front. What you got going
Right.
on? Mom's coming over.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna kick it with my mom, watch a little NCAA. Just try to get ready for this spring weather, man. I hate it's gonna be kind of cool, but trying to get this yard work together. I was talking about getting some mulch today, man. I was
Yeah.
like, damn, time again already.
Yes, sir. I know the feeling. I told you I was out there with that manual aerator going about 30 yards worth of yard. I'm like, good night. What was I thinking? So, but y'all have a good weekend. I have nothing else to talk about because I got a 4-year-old that's trying to get my attention.
Yeah, we'll be back next week, so we'll talk about these champions.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Theo, thanks for watching. I see you on there. Hopefully you can come on here and talk with us, sir. Bright Idea Sports. Peace.